What's up, everybody? Underestimated here, back with another NL50 grind session. Playing 3 tables right now. We're on the waiting list for a whole bunch more, so hopefully those will load in sooner than later, and we can really get into a game here. Turn the flush draw here after flop goes check check, so we're going to bet out. Ace, not a great card here in the bottom left. We're still going to value bet though. Pretty much his entire range and flush draws are still going to call. And we're going to barrel again here on the river queen. Take it down. He calls flop. Great turn card for us. The ace decreases the likelihood that he has an ace. I think we're going to check back here though. This guy's definitely a reg, so I don't want to give him an opportunity to check raise. He could definitely have an ace here, so I think playing a little bit of pot control and kind of giving him a shot to bluff at the river with his missed, heart flush draws, or potentially value betting a hand like 5x, 5, 6, 4, 5. Or 6s, 7s, 8s, 9s, 10s. He does check. I don't think we're going to get called by much here that we beat. This could be a bit nitty, but if that wasn't a queen, we would probably value bet. Not that I think he has a queen very often, but I think it decreases the likelihood that he's going to be willing to call us down when we do barrel light. So I think we only get called really by a queen or maybe like a really bad ace there. Here we get 3-bet from the big blind versus cutoff open. We're going to call with the ace-9 suited. Ace-10 off, we're going to fold. That should be a 3-bet three-handed. 7-8-7. Not a board that's going to hit his range very often. Just because it's paired. He is going to have a lot of weaker hands in that range, but he's going to have a lot of exactly, ace-x hands, pocket pairs, king queen that he's not 3-betting, stuff like that. So we want to barrel there. A little bit of heads up here in the bottom left. Don't mind that. For a bit. Anyways, the rake back just kills you though. Playing heads up, it's really pointless. You can't really beat heads up at NL50 because you just can't. Unless you're playing against one of the fishes, but this guy's a reg and he usually does pretty well against me. So right here, we'll check back, hit a 9. That's a great turn card for us, obviously. So yeah, we've been playing a lot of NL50. We've been taking a few shots at NL100. We actually have a couple tables we're waiting on for NL100, so we'll see if those do load in or not, and kind of go from there. Not the best river card, but I still think we're plenty ahead of his range. Here we're going to ISO, squeeze the ace-queen suited. I don't think we get called by much worse here, so we're just going to check back. Alright, here we flop top pair, second kicker, and a 3-bet pot. Obviously, we're going to barrel here. It's 3-handed, so we got to be cautious. Again, though, 3-handed, we can pretty much eliminate ace-king. We can pretty much eliminate kings, queens, jacks sometimes, but most people are just calling jacks. Now, he checks shoves on us in a 3-bet pot. Not super excited about this. He could definitely have ace-10. He could definitely still have ace-king, and we're just crushed. But in a 3-bet pot with these stacks, we can't fold, so we're just going to call. And we're just chopping it up most of the time. No spade, good. That's a large portion of his range too, is that ace-queen. I'm not a huge fan of his check shove though. A lot of the time, you're check shoving, what's going to call you? Ace-10 and ace-king. Pocket 3s, pocket 10s, pocket aces, ace-3 suited, and then sometimes a flush draw, but the flush draw not very often, I don't think. So here we're going to ISO, not ISO, but raise, small blind versus big blind, 5 deuce folding, flop top pair here. I'm betting this flop 100% probably. He check raises us. We got a backdoor straight draw. Sorry, a gut shot straight draw. We have a backdoor flush draw. Both are to the nuts. So we're obviously not going to fold. So we'll just call here. Raising does nothing, obviously, for us. Raising that flop just basically gets anything that we are still ahead of to fold. King on the turn. We'll check here. It's going to check raise, probably ace jack on the flop there, ace king, bluffs, and spades. King on the river. Obviously, we're just deciding if we're going to value bet or give him a chance to bluff. I think if we bet, he just folds or calls for a chop. So I think we'll just check call. If he shoves, we're just going to fold. Good turn card for us. He just checks behind, unfortunately. So we're going to raise this up. Obviously, there's still like 8-jack out there and 6-8 out there that we're behind. Pocket 9s, pocket 10s, but we turn a set, so we want to get some money into the pot. We're ahead a lot. There's a ton of flush draws out there. There's a ton of combo draws out there. We're obviously not folding. If he shoved, we're just going to snap off. We're ahead most of the time. 6-2's folding. Ace-8 suited. Throw out a check raise here. It's a board that's not going to hit his raising range a whole lot. It does call, though. 10 on the turn. If that was a 6 or a 9 or a heart, I would continue barreling. But I think here we're just going to have to shut down and check. At least most of the time. Sometimes I continue barreling here, but this is not one of those times. Okay, so he check raises, then he checks back on that 10. Could just be pot controlling. We're ahead of random hands that he might have called with, like overcards, you know, king, queen, king, jack, king 10 suited, like double diamonds, double hearts. I think we just have to check here. I don't think he's going to fold enough for us to be barreling there. It's possible, yeah, he just happens, he has a hand like 5-6 too, or 6-7. Now we do have a blocker to the straight. Oopsies. So that obviously should not have been a fold with the ace king down there. So I'm actually going to bluff raise at this, given the size of his bet. And we have a blocker to the nuts. So it makes it less likely he has a straight. He calls, so he's probably got 6-7 or something. 5-6, yeah. Is what it is. Yes, that pretty much makes sense, exactly how he played it. I think a lot of people are going to fold to the check raise on the flop. King 4, raise it up. Ten 7 suited, folding, 8-7 raise, 10-9 off, getting out of the way. So we might as well take a second here and look at our graph. This is our NL50 graph over the last 70,000 hands. As you can see, we ran up, kind of ran dead even, and then played. But this was like play real bad. I was playing like shit here. But anyways, then we did some studying and turned it around and kind of ran it up. And over the last, I'd say, what, 10,000 hands or so, 9,000 hands maybe. I think you're starting to see some of that studying pay off, you know, back from the last, even the last 20,000 hands. It's kind of, I think it's starting to show. We're feeling a lot better at the tables, playing a lot better, making a few more moves. Maybe that bluff was a little ambitious with the 8. But, you know, what do you do? When he checks back he checks back and then bets there. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think the people don't really go for thin value enough, in my opinion. We'll defend with the king 5 suited. Fold to a 4x open on in the big blind there. He makes a very small c bet. We're going to check raise that with our bottom pair and the king. I think we're probably going to close off this table. We'll see. Not sure what he's tanking. Might be coming back for a raise, or he's just got a bunch of tables on the go. He calls. We do pick up some equity to the nuts, but when he calls that flop, I think he's going to have a lot of drawing hands, and he could have hands like 9-10, Jack-10, Queen-10. Could have King-10, could have some spade draws. He might have Jack-X, but I don't think he's going to go anywhere, so we're probably just going to check that down. Try to get to a river card. And we've been doing a lot of bluff raising on the flop, so we're obviously going to raise our 2 pair here and try to get some value. Nothing. Snap fold. 9 on the river. There we just check down, give up. We're going to close off this table. 10s, okay. We probably could have barreled again and got him off of that. Let's see who sits down here. So anyway, things have been going pretty good lately, running up, playing well. We were part of a bad beat jackpot the other day, so that was nice. Not winning or losing it, we were just happened to be at the table. At the head, excuse me. Queen 10 suited. King Queen raising. Alright, we'll just check the river here. Just snap bets. I don't like folding. I don't want to fold to this guy, but he's a fish, so I doubt he's got much. I do like barreling though, these flush, like the 3 flush boards, because people are chasing everything. Just snap bets, eh? I do kind of want to call 4 to a straight out there though too. Didn't raise pre, so he probably doesn't have overcards. It's more likely to have like 5-6 or 7-6 or something like that. 8-6. I think he just hit the 6 a lot. He could be bluffing with like Jack-10 of hearts, but I think when I go raise, bet, bet, those are just going to check behind on the river. I don't think he has a lot of just pure bluffs when I go raise pre, bet, bet. Especially from under the gun on a board like that. I don't think we see a lot of floats there. Pocket 10's raising. We'll defend with the 6-7. Oh, tired. I got a new video camera, I gotta get a new computer, a new microphone, all those things are on the list for the channel. Please, you know, if you guys do enjoy the channel or you want to see some new things, leave some comments down below, leave a like, hit that subscribe button, turn on the notifications. All those things help in getting some more views and helping the channel grow. We enjoy making these videos, so hopefully you guys enjoy watching them. And best way to let us know, you know, that you're liking the content is just hitting the like button or leaving a comment and telling us what you do or what you don't like or what you'd like to see, and we can kind of go from there. King 10 off. Short stack on our left. So yeah, we've been doing a lot of studying, a lot of GTO, and all that kind of stuff lately. You need definitely need a good basis in GTO poker these days. When you get stuck, you don't need it to beat the recreational players, but you're definitely going to need it to beat the regs. Whether you want to play strictly GTO, is up to you, but I think a lot of players do play that, and the only way you're going to be able to come out on top in a lot of these games is if you yourself have a good base understanding of that, because if you don't, you're not going to be able to put people on ranges, you're not going to be able to hand read, and you're not going to be able to win. It's really that simple. And that's probably the biggest thing that you should be working on, is just your hand reading skills. Once you have sort of the fundamentals of pre-flop poker down, you're gonna want to be putting in a lot of time studying pre-flop ranges, and really locking that down. Ace-9 suited, 4x open, short stack. We'll just get out of the way here. Not a great table here, just a lot of regs. Let's see if we can get... There's no other tables even available, eh? Be a good spot to take on. Alright, so let's get a chair pulled up to this table. Move that up, lock in our sixth table. No, don't take my seat. Alright, we'll scoot over here then. He got it too, didn't he? Alright, so that's another 50-cent $1 table up here. Maybe I'll just scoot that over so you can see the table. I got my big face right in the way of everything. 10-5 folding. Yes, we're trying to get the grind up. We're looking to do some live tournament poker, live cash play, here soon. Planning a trip out to one of the casinos relatively close to me, a couple hours away. Be spending probably a night or two there, grinding, and the 1-2 tables probably, maybe the 2-5 if a decent game opens up or something. But another table opening up here. 4-3 folding, 6-2 folding, pocket sixes. We're just gonna get out of the way. Wow, the whole table left. That sucks. Alright, well, we're just going to move on from this hand and leave that table, unfortunately. No, come. Alright, you slip over here, you get out of the way. We're being very selective with our tables at NL100 while taking shots. We don't want to be spewing chips in any way whatsoever. We'll defend here against two players with the king-headed diamonds. Flop top pair. Flop chops, checks around, queen on the turn. I think we're just going to play this one passively. Sometimes we'll bet out on flop, sometimes we'll check raise, sometimes we'll bet turn. It's tempting now to bet. I don't think anybody has a flush when it's gone check, 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 check. So I'm just going to bet small here. Super small for value, a little bit of protection, but if anybody's going to have a flush draw here, it theoretically should be me, and hoping that I'm checking to induce one of them to bluff. And then on the river, I just bet for value. So I don't think we're going to get bluff raised a lot there, so we can comfortably fold if we do get barreled on. So again, guys, leave a like and comment down below if you like the video. We will be shutting it down here soon. And yeah, we're going to continue the session. It's happy hour, so we're going to try to get some points. We're still working towards keeping that octopus status here so we can really collect our rake back as we're moving up the stakes. You know, and that's a very important thing this year because you only got to get half the points, right? So if you don't get it this year, you got to get 3 million points next year to get it. This year, if you get it at the 1.5, you just can maintain it at 1.5. You never got to get to that crazy 3 mil. So that's huge for grinding at WSOP or GG Poker because the rake back is insane on these sites, and makes the games hard to beat, right? Like pre-rake, you can be beating it for 8 or 9, 79 big blinds, and you're basically breaking even, right? So it's pretty hard. It's not so bad, at nighttime when there's all kinds of recreational players, but during the day there's really, a whole lot less of that and a whole lot more of the regs. So here with 2 face cards, I don't think we need to go too big. We'll just go half pot. Take it down. So, okay guys, we'll leave a like and comment down below. Hit that subscribe button. And we'll see you in the next video. Hopefully we'll get some cool stuff coming out soon. And thanks for watching.